Yo, what's going on, friends? Coach Lidis here from Money Hero Buddy, and welcome to today's Mentorship Monday. Hope you guys having the best day of your entire life. And today I prepared a topic for you that I want to talk is failing. What is failure, right? We're going to talk about failing. It's the part of the process. All right, that's going to be topic, and that's something's been on my mind for quite some time, and I see this pattern a lot that people don't realize that failing is the part of the process, and we're gonna talk exactly about this today. So let's just be real for a second, all right? You are going to fail, all right? And this is just the truth. You're going to fail. You are going to miss your workouts. You are going to slip on your diet, and you're going to feel like it's not working, right? You kind of feel like you're stuck, and it's normal. I want to tell you it's totally okay, right? To feel that way because failure is the part of the process, right? It's the part of the process. It's not the opposite of the success, okay? Probably every single person that you know successful in any like sport or whether like anything else in life, they fail. We just don't know about that, right? So if you like read anyone's biography, they failed million times, but we just see the final product, right? We just see the final version of them, the 2.0 version of 5.0, 10.0, 10.0. That's when they made it, right? When they succeed. But we don't see all the failure that they've been through. Okay? Let's let's zoom out for a second, right? I want to prepare you actually. I want to show you some stats. This is according to CDC, right? Or Center for Disease Control. We have some stats here. Let me pull this off. All right, so according to CDC, 73.6% of US adults are overweight or obese. 73.6. Less than 5% of people work out for 30 minutes a day. And only about 12% of adults are considered metabolically healthy. Let that sink in for a second. Only 10% of US adults considered metabolically healthy. About 5% of people, adults, work out 30 minutes a day, and almost 80% of US adults are overweight or obese. Okay? So if you are trying, if you're trying to get lean, feel good, look good, feel great, gain confidence, you're already doing something more than 80 or 90% of population. Just think that for a second. Half of those people, they just talk about that, oh, I want to lose weight, I want to start next Monday. But half of those people not even aware, they only realize that something is bad. It's, I call it, they can be like 40, 50 pounds overweight. I call it just bliss, it's ignorance. They're not even aware of the problem. They only realize the problem when they go to doctor and they find out they pre-diabetes or already have diabetes type 1 or type 2. So you're already, if you're trying, even if you're failing, it's totally fine. But if you're trying, if you're pushing forward, then you're already ahead of most of those people. Okay? You're already getting to the top 10%. So of course it's going to be hard, right? So ask yourself, of course, just realize that it's going to be hard because you are going against the grain. You are going against the culture and you are going against convenience and comfort. So just remember that for a second, all right? Let me ask you this. Did you gain? I always love to ask when my clients get upset or get frustrated with not getting results fast. I always love to ask and ask yourself right now, did you gain all of the weight that you have right now you're trying to lose, whether it's a 10, 20, 30, 40 pounds? Did you gain all of that in 30 days, in the last 30 days? Probably not, right? The answer most likely is going to be not. It's been years of habits stacking up, right? Years and years probably of habits that you've been stacking day in and day out, right? Sitting more, moving less, right? Scrolling instead of walking, watching Netflix late, not going to bed early, right? Sleeping in or wake up tired, eating something for convenience, something fast, but it's not good for you, it's not serving your body, or eating some food to basically to cope, right? Yeah, using some food to cope instead of fuel. So all of that has been years and years of those poor choices building those patterns. So it will might take you some time to lose that weight, right? And why do a lot of us expect to lose all of that weight in the next 4, 6 weeks? It's not gonna happen. And I'm not saying it's gonna take you years and years to lose that, but it might take you a little bit longer than you're expecting or you're looking for, right? We live in this world right now when it's like everything needs to be now. I call it like prime shipping era, right? So we're trying to get everything today or tomorrow, but your body is not going to be, six packs, just overnight. It's not going to be overnight delivery on your healthy body. So remember that. Because I know you probably see those people, on the internet and they look great or whoever looks great, the top 10%. You're like, damn, I want that body, I want to be that lean, healthy, like in the next 30 days. But it's not going to happen. You don't see that, that happens in 30 days. You don't see all the morning routine for the last probably 5, 10, 15, 20 years that those people been doing it. You don't see how many no's they had to say to some parties, to hanging out, to drinking by the pool. You don't see a million different things, thousand little small wins those people do in order to get those results. All those small little things, small little habits on a daily basis. That's what brings you to those results and to that shape. All right. So guys, remember that real cost of looking great is consistency over time. All right. Stop looking for perfection. Stop looking for a quick fix. That's why those like 6 week shred or 30 days marathon or 30 days crash diets, like super popular because most people looking for that quick fix or for some drugs, for some magic pill, to get in shape. But we all know like that, Zempic and there's so many, all the drugs, new drugs, they can be helpful, yeah, for a lot of people, but also they have so many side effects. So instead of relying on them, start building those habits that will serve you on the long run. So again, remember, failing, it means you are trying. You are trying to do something. You're already ahead of those 80, 90 people who does nothing, or they're always looking for like, I'll do it next Monday, I'll do it next month or next year. Okay? So remember, missing your workout, it's not a failure. But giving up on yourself is. Missing one meal or eating something, eating one bad meal isn't a failure. But screw up the whole weekend on going to the spiral is. All right? It's not about failing. See, we all fail. I fail pretty much still. Like I've been coach for 10 years. I still fail and do something, that I know I can do better. But it's all about how fast will you get back up. Instead of falling for the next, I know, week, 3 months, 6 months, try to get back immediately. Next day. All right, I skip workout today. It's totally fine. I'll go work out tomorrow. I had one big bad meal or something that is not serving me on Friday. It's totally okay with my family, with my kids. I'll be better tomorrow. I'll have more protein. I'll drink more water tomorrow. It's all about those little tweaks on a daily basis without feeling guilty, without feeling that shame, and just getting fast back up. All right. So instead of chasing perfection, start chasing momentum. Start looking for momentum. Momentum is everything, right? Let's say consistency is everything. I even posted an Instagram story the other day. I saw that quote in the book. Consistency is everything. So, like I said, stop chasing perfection and start looking for momentum. Start building momentum. Ask yourself, can you move even just something, do a little bit 20 minutes a day? Just step on the treadmill, walk outside, stretch a little bit in the morning, go work out for 10, 15 minutes. 20 minutes, that's all you need today. You'll be a top 5% if you work out, if you move your body 20, 30 minutes a day, you'll be top 5% of adults in US population. Crazy, right? Can you drink a glass of water before looking for that Celsius drink or for the coffee? Have a solid glass of water with lemon before. Hydrate your body after waking up instead of looking for the coffee right away. Can you choose sleep over scrolling? Go to bed earlier instead of scroll until 1 a.m. on TikTok. Right? And just get all the dopamine and you're not gonna fall asleep after that for the next 30, 40 minutes because your brain just so overwhelmed with all the dopamine. all that easy dopamine. We're not chasing any more hard dopamine nowadays, right? The hard dopamine, that's what actually brings your body to the next level, right? So whether it's a workout, doing something challenging for yourself with the business, anything, we're not looking for that anymore because dopamine in the palm of our hands, right in front of us, you know, food, DoorDash, Uber Eats, comes to you. We're not moving anymore. All the dopamine on social media, just getting within a few seconds. Okay, so my friends, about outperforming, about overthinking and thinking that you're a failure, because I see it a lot actually. I see this pattern a lot, and even with my clients, people get hyped up to start off, and they good for a week or two, and they just failing bad, and they think that they're just failure, and that's it. There's no coming back for them, or it's just gonna be like this for the rest of their life. But it's all about you're not gonna flip the switch, in a second. You're not gonna be perfect overnight. It's all about just getting 1% a little bit better on a daily basis. 1%. That's why I love to celebrate in my modeling community small wins, on a daily basis. Because of course, when you look at that 30 pounds to lose, for example, you want to lose 30 pounds of body fat, it just looks so far, far ahead of you. And it looks like you're not making a lot of progress on like daily, even weekly basis. But when you start celebrating little things every day, like did I move my body, like I said, did I, went to bed early? Did I go to bed early? Did I eat a healthy meal? Did I drink 2 liters of water today? When you start looking at those little things, even just one of those, you're already making progress. All right. So let's start building lifestyle that will serve you on the very long run instead of chasing those 30 days marathons or those 6 week shreds. Because trust me, those, it's a quick fix. You might lose some weight, you might lose 5, 10 pounds in that 30 days super quick by feeling miserable and, starving yourself or just going crazy, but it's not sustainable. Remember that. We're looking for something. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. We're looking for health on the long run. So stop chasing those sprints, shreds, marathons. Yeah, those 30-day sprints or 6 week shreds, like I said, and they're super popular. And start just building, stacking those small daily habits, small daily wins in the long run. And I promise, that best, the best body that you're looking for, just gonna be byproduct of those habits. All right. So, guys, one more time. We all fail, remember. Failure is the hard part of the process, okay? Fail as much as possible is totally fine. But fail forward and fail fast, okay? Get yourself back up fast. So remember, failure is the feedback. Failure is the lesson for you. Okay, I'll do better next time. You messed up something in the weekend. Okay, here we go. Now I know it didn't work for me well. It didn't serve me. This routine or this habit or this food. Okay, I'll do better next day, next week. All right. So I hope that was helpful for you. Remember, guys, so don't give up every time you feel like a failure or you have one bad meal, you have one skip workout. Just keep getting better 1% every day. All right. I hope you guys have the best week of your entire life. I'll talk to you next one. Bye.